Do an unveiling of Bar Hodgson's Vincent Black Lightning Factory Racer Replica. Bar, if you'd like to join me, please. So just a little bit about Bar Hodgson. Yes, applause. Applause sign. A little bit about Bar Hodgson. Don't lift it yet. This is for you, Bar. Bar Hodgson has been in the motorcycle industry in our community for a long time. We're not going to say how many years, but a long time. And he's launched a couple of motorcycle shows on his own, which we know of. And he's also founded the Canadian Motorcycle Hall of Fame. Among other many accomplishments, he's also a pretty world famous motorcycle collector and builder, so we're honored to have him join us this evening. Bar has assembled, as I mentioned, a replica of one of the Vincent's factory racers. We're going to unveil it now, and then maybe Bar, you can give us a few words about the motorcycle and its build. Okay, let's do the unveiling. Whistling is okay. You can whistle, you can clap. There we go. Yeah. Beautiful. Then a white moment. Yes, it's a beautiful bike. Thank you for choosing our show to unveil it and share it with everyone, so that's amazing. Give us a little, let's start at the very, very top. Tell us a little bit about how this project came about and what is it and what makes this bike so special?
Well, this bike is a combination of parts. The entire bike was built from parts. And those parts are factory racing parts that Vincent used back in the late 40s and the 50s. And set world records. You know, you probably all know the famous one of Rolly Free on the bottom of salt flats laying down in his underwear.
Yeah.
Well, that's essentially what this motor is. And I've been collecting all the various parts for about 35 years, and I bought out two other guys' collections, so I got all their parts. Finally, there was enough to build a whole bike. So this is the bike now.
From start to finish, how long would you say that the whole process took? From like the conception to gathering all the parts, putting it all together?
Well, conception's always going on in my head on different things. I'm a motorcycle builder, have been all my life. And I've built many, many, many different motorcycles. I like to have different themes on them. But this one I built to be a rider. And that's what makes it so interesting. It's not just a replica of the factory bike, the factory racer, that they only built 32 of, and there's probably only about 18 left in the world. But it is also a street bike. So tastefully, things have been added, like the headlight, like the tail light, a hidden horn, and it actually has a starter kit on it. So when I get really old, I can push the button.
Was there anything on the bike that you had to omit to make it street legal?
Omit?
Yeah, I'm just thinking in terms of when it's a racer, for example, it might have some, well, it wouldn't have a headlight. Not necessarily on a racer. So you had to add that. Was there anything that you had to remove to make it street legal?
Yeah, the 13-to-1 compression alcohol pistols.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Okay, great. Is most of or all of the bike made from Vincent parts that were taken from other bikes?
Yes, the bike originally, Vincent's, I don't know if you know or noticed, they don't have a frame on it. There is no frame. It's like a Panigale today. It's like a Ducati. The engine is hung in there. And those parts that are taking the place of the frame are all serial numbered. So they're from one bike, so it's a matching numbers bike here, and all the other things are added to that. So it was built around a Rapide, 53 Rapide Vincent.
Okay. Bart, is there any other question that you think I should be asking that I maybe am not thinking of right now? Anything else that you think we should point out?
Well, if you'd like, I'll just point out some of the key things of that.
Sure, please.
That are seeable on it. First of all, this is the ignition system down here, which is a magneto, and it's a KVTT, which is the factory racing unit, high voltage, and makes it work. It also has the carbs that you can't see on this side, so you have to go to the other side to see them, but they are also the factory racing carburetors. All that kind of stuff is a little hard to find, like the original exhaust system. They're 2-inch, and they're laid out similar to like a Harley. And what else can I point out on it? Oh, these tach and speedometer, you'll see they're a yellow face when you see them. That's what the factory used, and that's what this are. So there's so many parts on it that are unique to it, and that's what really makes it what it is.
Great, thank you. Well, I'm looking forward to taking some time to look at it in more detail. So thanks for unveiling the bike at our show. We really appreciate that. We're going to leave it up here momentarily, and eventually it will make its way over to that plinth over there. The bike will be here obviously for the whole weekend, so do pop by and have a peek, and Bart's around, and I'm sure he wouldn't mind answering any questions that you might have. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you'll come again. Stick around obviously for the rest of the night and join us for the rest of the weekend. We're going to have more bikes up on our center stage here, and we'll bring up builders and artists as well, and I'm hoping we can get some builder, and we're going to have some builder interviewing each other, which I think would be a lot of fun. You know, if you're into Top Gear style pokes and digs, I think we're going to get some of that. I think that'll be great. Thank you all.